happy hot. It's Dana again. This is week 3. We're doing upper body videos that I promised you guys I would provide for you. So I'm down in my basement in my little workout room getting this done for you. So the next set we're going to work on is when you have no equipment and you need to do an upper body workout. This is a great one to keep on file as a no excuses workout. No matter what you're at, where you're at, or what equipment I have available, you can get it done. So let's demonstrate. First and foremost, sorry guys, it's just the way it is. Push-ups when you have no equipment are the best upper body exercise you can get. I know. There are some people that are just like, hate push-ups, don't want to do it. Everybody hates push-ups until they start noticing them getting easier. And then you love them because you're like, look at me, it's so cool. So I'm gonna show you guys some variations and modifications on push-ups. Here's what I want you guys to remember for push-ups. When you have a set of push-ups to do, I always want you to at least make an attempt with the very first one that you start doing to do a full push-up. If you cannot complete one full push-up, that's okay. If you can complete 2 and then you need to go to modified, that's okay. If you can complete 10, and then the second set, you need to switch to modified. Whatever you need is fine, but always start with a real full push-up. So what does a real full push-up look like versus a modified? Modified is knees down, full push-up. We're down on the floor. We're making sure our body is in alignment. Our hands are down directly below our shoulders. I'm not arching my back. And a full push-up, I'm gonna go down. My elbows come out to about a 45-degree angle, and then they come up. You don't want to keep your head up. You want to keep looking down at the ground. So it's down and up. And we're on that 2-2 tempo, guys. Down for 2, up for 2. Okay? If I were going to modify this, I would drop my knees. Abs are still super tight. Even if I'm doing this, guys, pull those abs in. And then I go down for 2 and out for 2. So you can see my elbows come out just a little bit to a 45-degree angle. My hands are in alignment with my chest. And my elbows come out just a little bit, so I'm working a little bit of back, a little bit bicep, tricep, chest. It's such a good exercise. So start where you can, work your way up. It's a really great way to see improvement is keeping push-ups regularly in your workout. Always starting with a full push-up, moving to modified when you can't do another full push-up, and watch yourself begin to knock out more and more and more as time goes on. It's really cool, guys, and it'll shape your arms, help your chest and your back as well. And your abs, okay? So I'm gonna show another variation of a push-up. This is the first one listed on the sheet. They call it a diamond push-up or a tricep push-up. There is a diamond shape that you can put your hands in that they show for a tricep push-up, but I'm gonna show you my version of a tricep push-up that I love and I think works really well. So if we go back down into the push-up position, the difference now is that rather than my hands being here, and you can see my elbows came out a little bit for a normal push-up. For a tricep push-up, they come here. So now my hands are a little closer to my body and my elbows are gonna be straight back. What happens then is most of the work goes into the tricep muscle. That's how it changes it. So it looks like this, guys. Go down, make sure you can see me. Okay, so my hands are in the same position below me, but rather than a normal push-up where I go out, here's a normal push-up. Watch my elbows now. They go straight back and up, straight back and up. They're very close and tight to my body. Okay, modified. See if you guys can see it. My knees come down and I do the same motion. All right, we are going for 10 push-ups. You got 2 different push-ups in that first set. If you cannot get to 10, if you're just like, I did 3, that's all I can do, then that's how many you got this week. Next week, do them again, and maybe this time you get 4 or 5. You'll surprise yourself. Or maybe you get through 1 set, and you can't do your second set the first week, but you're able to do more of the second set the second week. So that's how you watch and see improvement over time. The third exercise, tricep dips. It is absolutely one of my favorite exercises ever, but it's not exactly an easy exercise. So you can use the edge of a chair. This is kind of a low bench, but I'm gonna demonstrate. You can use the edge of a chair. These are called challenge bars. You can use challenge bars as something to do your dips off of here. Okay, you can use this bench if you want to, but for our purposes today, I'm going to demonstrate it off the edge of a step. Tricep dips, there are a lot of modifications, okay? A traditional sort of standard tricep dip, to make sure you guys can see me here. I'm going to put my butt is actually off of the seat, okay? Knees are bent, hands are straight forward, and I'm going to drop my butt down close to the bench and push back up and really squeeze those triceps, okay? So this is a tricep dip, like a normal tricep dip. What I can do to make it more advanced, you guys can't really see it, but I am putting my feet out so I'm at my heels, extending those legs out, much more weight resistance, okay? So you can see I drop down, push those hips up. All right, if you want the most basic to start with for a tricep dip, you can actually do them on the ground. Okay, sorry, I don't have very good position to show you guys this. So let me know if you have any questions on it. Actually, let me turn this just a little bit this way and give myself a little more room. Okay, so if you wanted to do starting out with a tricep dip and it's too much for you to do it off of a bench like that, either with knees bent or knees straight, you can actually just go to the floor, have a seat like you're at the top of a sit-up, put those hands back, your tush can stay on the ground, and you can actually, you gotta get pretty far back, push back, and then squeeze up at the top and push up, back and push up. You can also raise your butt just a little bit off the ground and do the same thing here. So it's a really small movement. So those are two beginner modifications for triceps, okay? For tricep dips. All right, round 2. Next 3 set of exercises, 10 sets of each, 3 sets, that's round 2. Standing arm circles. Guys, this is a really basic, there's not a ton of upper body that you can do without weights, but this is one of them. Standing arm circles, you're just gonna hold it out straight from your body and you're gonna circle. So since we're doing 10 reps, abs are tight, you'll do 10 forward and then you'll do 10 back. The thing I want you to think about when you're doing this is a lot of shoulder, but it's also back, guys. So if you're looking at my back, rather than me just standing here and sort of going, woo, see how my body's moving? I actually want to be tight and my back is flexed. I don't know how much you guys can see that, but I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together. So that's how to make that just a little bit more intense, okay? So 10 forward, 10 back is 1 rep of those. The next one is a side plank. There are a couple variations for a side plank for arms. Not only are we working our abs here, but we're also working our arms. So a side plank, difficult to show on here. I'm coming down to my side. I can be on my elbow. I can either stack my feet or I can put one foot in front of the other, okay? You have the option to be here on the elbow. You can bring an arm up and you're just gonna hold it. In this case, I would say, since we're just holding, work towards holding for 30 seconds and then switch over to your other side. So another variation, which is a little bit more advanced, is to actually be on an extended arm. Hold here. You really got to keep your abs tight. You can pull this hand up if you want and just hold it. And shake away, baby, because I'm shaking right now. Just hold, hold, hold. Don't let that hip drop down. Stay up. Abs tight. That's a more advanced option, guys. Okay, third exercise for the second round, shadow boxing. A lot of you guys out there, I know, have done kickboxing classes. Throwing punches is a great way to tone the arms. So shadow boxing, whichever foot is more comfortable for you to have forward. Let's say it's your right foot's forward, you'll do a right jab here. And with a jab, guys, it's not only a push out, but it's a pull back. So you do both motions, okay? So it's here. So this is shadow boxing. You have that punch. You'll want to do the same thing on the left side, okay? My arm is flexed, my back is tight, my chest is tight the entire time. The other option you can do if you want to add it in is a jab and then a cross. Watch my hips, jab, cross. I pick up that back foot, jab, cross. So you'll do 10 on each.